Hello everybody, welcome back to the Jade Empire walkthrough. We just recently finished the Black Leopard School side quest, I guess you could call it. I obviously, being that we're going on the Open Palm walkthrough, obviously took the Open Palm result. Now, I will add though, even in my closed fist walkthrough, I still go with the open palm result because paralyzing palm is, I feel, is way more useful than the other. Gosh, and I'm having the hardest time remembering what that other style is. I'm actually going to look that up just so I have that information for you. Well, that is sad. I actually totally remembered after I went to look it up. Anyways, the closed fist result is the hidden fist style, and again, I did not like hidden fist at all when I tried it out. The enemies move around a bit too much, and you can actually like end up missing some of your strikes, you know, depending on, you know, how they move and stuff. So I don't know. I didn't like it at all. I think paralyzing palm is like just infinitely better. So again, even in my closed fist walkthrough, I go with the open palm result for that side quest just so I can get paralyzing palm. So we're actually gonna head up here to the Scholar's Garden and finally get the scroll stand that I have walked by probably 4 or 5 times, something like that. Made a lot of trips here to the Scholar's Garden, and we're just finally gonna get it now. I think that the reason why I missed it so many times was because I was so on the fence as to this whole area and what I wanted to do first and whatnot. So I kept, I couldn't, or I didn't have a good, or I wasn't decisive in my path on which events, like what side quests I was going to do first, and then what one I was going to come back and do second, etc. So, you know, with that confusion, I kind of just didn't explore as well as I should have. So yeah, so anyways, long story short, I finally got that scroll stand. So yeah, so again, back to the whole Black Leopard School. I really like that whole side quest. It's a really great result. And that said, I actually feel like paralyzing palm is pretty OP. I think it's hard to argue that. I rank it. It's right up there with Storm Dragon. Storm Dragon's really overpowered too. The one thing I will say though, the downfall with Storm Dragon is that you have to spend money to get it, and in all honesty, you don't really need it. The only time I would say that it really came in handy was for the Ravager, and in all honesty, you could go to the Black Leopard School and finish that before you take on the Ravager, and thus you wouldn't have to spend any money to easily defeat the Ravager.
You shouldn't go in there unless you have some
again,
business.
I would not recommend actually buying Storm Dragon. I would wait and
Ghosts
get
have been rising up
Paralyzing
everywhere in
Palm
the
for
Empire,
free.
I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic. Things have been bad over the past few, let's say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all. Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. It would take an army... Bad. Real bad. Monks used to go in every few weeks to clean out the ones who had risen. But lately it's become too much for them to handle. You look like a warrior. I'm sure you know that even if you disperse a ghost in combat, they reform again eventually. It takes a long time, but it's inevitable. Leave the dead to their own is what I say. Just block the whole place off and start again somewhere else. Stay away from...
All right, so we are finally going to enter the necropolis, and it's got quite a bit of quests in here, and it's kind of a neat area. You only have to I think come out once, maybe twice, in order to like take care of a side quest. So that's one of the things that I actually really like about the area, and actually in a lot of the areas in the game. The backtracking, unfortunately for the Imperial City, and just because I was not really solid as far as what path I wanted to take, I did a lot of backtracking, and that was, a little unfortunate. I kind of feel bad about that, because with all the backtracking, then it ends up being a lot more footage, than I would really have to take, and, then the videos get longer and there's more out there. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's not. Unfortunately, like I said, with the backtracking, I don't feel like you're gonna really get much out of it. So, again, kind of sorry about that. The memory after a while. But here we're gonna talk to Grave. What is this guy? Grave Digger or something or other? This guy's kind of a scumbag.
Well, stranger, you have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon. Those poor lost souls didn't stand a chance against you. I could use the skills of a man like you. An honest working man like me can't compare with someone like you, but you can definitely help me with a problem I've been having. My name is Shen. I'm the first gravedigger here. It's my job to look over the necropolis and make sure all the peaceful souls are laid to rest. I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. Nice, proper burials. But now, with all these ghosts rising again, I've got problems. No one seems to want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial money to all the families of the ghosts now. I can't afford it. So, I just want you to do a little job for me. Nothing hard. Just put the ghosts back where they belong. Quiet them down a bit. Well, there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. Can't have you going away empty-handed now, can we? So, what do you say? Trouble? Well, they've always been trouble. Every few years, one would act up and we'd have to have some monks come by and put them down. But now they're coming up all over the place. The last few years, they've been becoming more and more common, and more of a problem as well. Especially for me. They don't take too kindly when I try to, tidy up their coffins and things. But it also means I can't use those areas of the necropolis. It's too dangerous now. So, you interested? Great! Now those ghosts will know who's boss around here. They just bring themselves back up as fast as I can put them in. I'll give you a reward for any ghosts you take care of. You can make good money that way. There are 3 main ghosts to deal with. Miss Chan, Merchant Bai, and Mr. Ren. I'll give you a reward for each, of course. I know a bit about them, but not that much. If you need a little something to give you an extra edge, I'm sure I can part with some trinkets I've found. I mean, it's not like they'll need them anymore. Eh? Never mention that name near me again. In fact, never mention that name within a mile of me. Just by saying his name, you could bring his wrath down on us. Now, just ask something else or leave me be. Shh, don't talk about them. They have ears everywhere, even among the dead. The Emperor's secret assassins, they call them, as silent and mysterious as death, which is exactly what's in store for us if we keep talking about them. They say no one who's crossed them has ever lived to tell of it, and I'm not going to test the truth of that rumor. Just talk about something else. Well, it's my life's work, that's for sure. And with the way all these spirits have been rising up, it'll probably be my death's work as well. At the center of it all is the Emperor's tomb. A monstrosity, I tell you. Completely unnecessary. But the Emperor's word is law, and they never even finished the thing. Strange things have been going on here. Ghost troubles and such. I don't know, but it seems like it'll soon be too dangerous for even me to stay here. That big monstrosity? They started building it for the Emperor years ago, but after the Emperor freed us from the droughts, they stopped working on it. Workers started getting sick. Ghosts from the old tombs under it gave them a bit of trouble, too. Before long, no one would go near it, and it never really got finished. Don't know what the Emperor's gonna do when he gets old, but I suppose he knows what's best. Damn things won't stay dead. You know, you've dealt with them. I put them down and they get right back up. It's like they don't have nowhere else to go but back in my damn house. Sorry, I get a little worked up over it all. Had one moaning around the ceiling all last night. Chased it away, but the newer ones seem to be getting worse as well. Anything else you wanted to know? Eh? Suit yourself. Well, you know... Eh? It's not like they need any of that anymore. That is... If you need to find me again, I'll be at my house down the road. Help! One of those damn spirits came up right in my backyard. The stupid thing won't let anyone get by. It's got my tools and everything. Just kill the damn thing.
Okay, so Gravedigger Shen has, like I said, has a couple of quests. He's got some really garbage gems too. I wouldn't recommend buying them. In fact, I don't really recommend buying any gems, but that's neither here nor there. And here he's going to, I believe, give us some information on the different quests. But I'm going to cut the comments short. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you like them, we'll be joining for more. And thank you for watching.
Dead then? Heh, good. I knew that old bag would try to come back for me someday, but she wouldn't have guessed I'd have someone like you on my side. Yeah, I guess you could say that. She was my mother-in-law. Never once in her life did she say a kind word to me, and now she tried to keep at me even in death. You got what you deserved! Do you hear me? You deserved it! But any good job deserves a reward, of course. Here you go. She had some nice things in her grave, too. Since she's gone, I guess she won't be keeping me from them anymore. Ugly people need love, too. Now, go and find those ghosts I told you about. Can't get a good day's work done with them still around.